name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beck. Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Please welcome everyone.
Everybody standing for the national anthem of Saudi Arabia. And we rise now for the Japanese national anthem. So it's away we go then. Hatate has crossed the line and it's a throw. Sends the throw, it's well read. It's put paid to a promising move. Minto battles to win it back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Cut out in the nick of time. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? And he's on his way! Endo. Lovely bit of skill. He's gone for it! It's come loose. Chance to shoot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. A waste. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. How about it? Oh, nearly nothing.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success. Well, when both teams are going about their business in such an attacking fashion, I think we're on a winner here.
Now here's the through ball. Heads it! What a lovely delivery, it deserved better.
Well, by crossing the ball so quickly, I think this defence just can't get set to deal with it. I think deserved a better outcome than what we saw, but worth exploring more. It's been such a promising start. These early attempts have really set the tone for this game. That's how you approach it.
Badu. Deftly done. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. That's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, they do like to operate with a high line. It's risky if the ball's not pressed and the line isn't straight.
Japan get it back again. Fires from distance. Looks to slip it through. Can he score? It's there! First blood drawn.
Oh, that was a close call, but for me, he timed his run to absolute perfection there to stay just onside. And he still has a lot to do, you know. I think he's tucked that away really well.
Saudi Arabia take the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Steered out wide. Kamada. Kubu plays it out to the wing. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that's understandable because they haven't found it easy against this defence. And shooting from that sort of range, it's not the answer.
Passes it through. Delivers the ball. He's done very well to get to that.
Much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
Put on quite a show there.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
Spoon forward. Has a look and has a go. Knocks it away. Who's going to make this theirs? Tries a through ball. Ito looks to get on the end of this. Brings it forward. Glorious footwork. In he goes again. Ito pumps it upfield. Now the pass. Japan need of a lift as we head up towards the break. It's a corner. Drives it towards the front. Aim forward. Kubo. Out to the left it goes. Gets it back. Looks like a good ball through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Away from immediate danger. The first half is done.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
And we're off again.
Japan need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Boots it upfield. Kamada. Kubo. Kamada. Kubo. On the right now. What's on? He's made certain that won't get through. Good defending. He knew he had to stop it right there. Has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Defending was strong and firm. It's a long forward pass. Was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Kubo is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
He's making good... Indo is the guilty party there. Ito brings the ball forward. Played, he saw that coming. What are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
To the wing. Now the pass. Played into the middle. That is wayward.
Right in front of goal like that, and he's gone and missed it. I won't have to tell him that's not good enough.
He's making a foray down the right. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Half an hour gone in the second half. Ito cuts it out. Here, and waiting to come on.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So what now? Tries a through ball. And a shot! Really well goal. 2 to the good. They have breathing space.
The goal scorer for Saudi Arabia. After 79
He was urged to
minutes.
shoot, and he duly delivered.
Number 10.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
Saudi Arabia themselves a 2-goal cushion. Hello. Fence has got rid of that.
Well, you don't go down without a fight, and the sooner that message can circulate through the team, the better. The scoreline is a little ugly at the moment. It's imperative now that they grab the next goal.
That was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Goes wide. Gets into some space. Towering header. Good delivery. Joy.
Saudi Arabia did so well really to set that whole situation up, because once he made the run from midfield, it just triggered that the pass was automatically going to go, and that's been worked on the training ground. That.
Madu. Passes it
3
through.
minutes added time.
Crosses one in. Well picked out. Just needed a better finish.
In this game, you're always striving to gain an advantage or produce a little surprise element to things. And the quicker the delivery, I think the more chance you have. And they should have done better there.
All shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Madu. There is the final whistle. Oh, this hurts. The pain of defeat very evident. And there are hard lessons to be learned from it all when they regroup. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
This was simply a very indecisive outing for me. They were knocked out of their shape by a tenacious opponent, and once their confidence dropped, they struggled to come up with ideas.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Welcome to the Estadio Urbano Caldera here in the Villa Belmiro neighbourhood of Santos. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
anthem of Thailand. Players stand shoulder to shoulder in singing the national anthems. Two starting lineups. The whistle. It's needing to be better than that, and he knows it. Sokrasin. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Goes for goal. That always looked the likely outcome.
It's a simple game. The striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Thailand takes the early advantage.
Number 26.
Sokrasin. That's good defence. Plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
He's gone for it! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
And it looked as if he had Hollywood written all over it, but it ended up in bust, unfortunately, on this occasion. What a pity.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
He's been a joy to watch, and that didn't miss by much. He'll be back. Sokrasin.
Needed a better pass there. Can he score? Oh, he didn't catch it right.
He was right in front of goal. Probably should have scored, to be fair.
Up to meet it. Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
gets it upfield. Well read, he sorted that out. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Sokrasin. And a goal kick. Sokrasin. Looks like a good ball through. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, that was a lovely little dink over the top just to get the runner in on the keeper, and what a pity he just couldn't produce a goal from that.
He put on quite a show there.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
Free kick's been given. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? There will be a throw-in. Sokrasin. Plays it out to the wing. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Chip through. Passes it through. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Slip it through. Looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Sokrasin. Aim forward. Wide to the right.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Sokrasin. He's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution on the field. Number 50.
Start of the second half.
Number 8.
So 45 minutes to turn it round.
Coming on the field. Number 3.
Loose.
Number 23. Number 22.
Gets it back. It's a long forward pass.
That's good defence, plain and simple. good defence. They refused to allow a turn.
Aimed long and direct. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! And with that goal comes comfort! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Thailand have a couple of goals without reply, it's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Sokrasin with the ball through. This theirs. Looks towards the front.
They must set the right tone now and give themselves a foothold to get back into this. The next goal is key, and they've got to show the hunger and desire to score it.
That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. That's the talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
A bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Still going. Where to next? He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. He's looking for. The defence can get it clear. Sokrasin, forward it goes. Now the pass. Can he find a finish now? They are rampant! And surely that settles it!
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Number 26.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Sokrasin. Fine defending there. It's a long pass towards the front. Be a change here. Ready to come on.
Substitution on the field. Number 11. Number 10. Coming on the field. Number
Now
20.
surely! It goes to show he is human after all.
Right in front of the goal like that, he's goal and missed it. I won't have to tell him that's not good enough.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, in all honesty, he's tormented that defence. They just can't handle him.
it 4.
That's a pretty powerful effort because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there. This game seems as if it's going to go beyond a rescue point, so they need a goal and fast just to raise spirits and at least give their fans something to cheer.
Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Substitutions taking place.
Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it was far from high caliber, Peter. When you're shooting from that position, it needs to be just that, high caliber.
To the last 5 minutes. And that's a throw. It's out for a goal kick. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Added minutes has been indicated.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. Defence has got rid of that. Thrust towards the front line. It's the route one option. Lovely bit of skill. Be a throw-in. Thailand look as though they're about to make a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And there goes the final whistle. Out-muscled, out-manoeuvred, outwitted. They just couldn't find any way into the game, and they are comprehensively beaten. Your reflections then, Jim?
I suppose they might admit to not having the best 90 minutes of possession with the ball, but they were harried continually by a team that seemed to want it that bit more.
Thanks to Jim alongside me. As fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
I just wanna stay in the sun where I'm fine. I know it's hard sometimes. Pieces of peace in the sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes. Yeah, but the end just way too much.
Hello and welcome to the Estadio Urbano Caldera here in the Villa Belmiro neighbourhood of Santos. Australia against Qatar. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
The fans stand in unison for the national anthem of Qatar. contact was crisp and clean. That was just a rocket.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation. Once power is assured, any goal.
Australia ahead, 1 goal to the good. He's gone long. Krustic. Cuts it out. Akram Afif. Goes long. Australia are already ahead, the perfect start.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity. Look as though they want it much more at the moment.
It's a long pass towards the front. Thrust towards the front line. Dinked in. Ball's come loose and the chase is on. Just off target.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
Chip through. That had to be more accurate.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refused to allow a turn.
Tries a through ball. Stupid defending to ensure they got no further. Was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Questions were asked, he's given the answers. He's away! Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, high and pretty harmless, but as long as he learns his lesson, I think next time his focus has got to be on just keeping it down.
Score inside the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Crosses it in low. And he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Gets his foot in there. Shell pass, that's the message there. Has a swing at it! Saved only by poor finishing.
Probably not his best option. I think goalkeepers are normally happy for players to have a go from there.
That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. Aimed long and direct. Looks like a good ball through. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Here's a corner. Ball's loose, who's getting there? throw. Long and high towards the flank. Be a throw in. Given it. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern ball, but not especially accurate.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
Makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because...
No mistake!
Unbelievable.
They have done it! They have their equaliser! Reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
There will be 1 minute added time.
The equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do, we can do too. I mean, they're matching each other like for like here.
There's the end of the first half. So there was the first half.
It's been a could-have, should-have first half. Both sides could have been in front, and certainly each should have scored more goals. While it's nerve-wracking for the supporters, I think the neutrals will be happy to lap up another 45 minutes.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Can he find a finish now?
Well, when the keeper lost control of that, usually a striker would react first, so that defender deserves praise.
It's out on the left now. Drills one in. Shot goal! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
Number 11.
Qatar take the lead.
And they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive Brazilians to equal that attacking flair.
The shot's on! That really should have hit the net.
It was a very decent shot from distance, you know, a little less strength, and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort, though.
Now here's the through ball. It's got through, and the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Can he finish? Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line there.
Looks to slip it through. The ball needed to be better now, it's a wasted chance. Keeper's got good distance on that. Hoist set high. Now here's the through ball. He just stood firm. Spoon forward. It's long and forward. Brings it forward. Battles to win it back. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, these are the sort of opportunities, Peter, that really need to be taken when you're trailing. There's pressure on this one.
He'll fancy himself from here. He's trying the shot. He went for the corner. A poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. There really wasn't very much in that, far away from being a telling final ball.
Yeah, the communication lines were working really well, but the supply line just had a bit of a blockage.
Good running with the ball, can they build on it? And he's on his way! Went all the way.
Well, everything about that was perfect apart from the execution. He could so easily have made the play then.
It's a loose ball. Lacking in accuracy.
That's a pretty powerful effort because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
It upfield, and he's shown him a clean pair of heels. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Plays it out to the wing. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Looking to force his way through. It's come loose. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Gets it back. And a shot! Should have equalised.
Oh, that's a huge save to pull off there. Those moments can have a big influence on a game too. He's kept them in front.
Forward, what does he try from here? With a delicate ball, played it early. It wasn't the greatest of balls. Qatar have a sub ready to come on.
Substitution.
He's on the charge, but he's on his own for now. Throwing. Lack of accuracy. Now the pass. Now here's the through ball. They've been given a corner.
Unbelievable.
Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Qatar could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? The final whistle. Australia just couldn't get it off. Their opponents back into it and let it get away. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, this defeat has been inflicted because they didn't adapt their game to what was was required. There was very little chance of stopping them out wide, and that's where the game was lost. And too many attacks were allowed to be built or fed to those wider areas. And they were naive in failing to react to the obvious danger. They were just too slow about everything.